Yo, what up? Today we're at Fink Fest, and we're with Josh Fink, one of our friends. Just met him, but I have a feeling definitely good friends.
The light in me sees the light in him, so we're good. We're friends
for sure. How you feeling about today?
Good, good. You know, we had a little weather today, but I think we worked past it. We've got a good, nice tent, and people are coming together really nicely.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for having us and stuff.
We're excited about it. It's going to be a great day. We're going to rock.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Yesterday we were talking about a little bit of our ideas as far as like our original side project from our cover band, and we were talking to Sam about, you know, some of like how she felt about starting with some of the songs I've written before meeting these guys, and then we've also kind of come up with some collaborative stuff with us three. So Jesse had the idea of, like, remember when he was like, yo, why don't we start with some of your songs and have Sam sing it?
Mm-hmm.
What was that like for you?
I knew the source of the message and everything that was supposed to transpire through the song. That was the thing that I kind of battled with myself, and you're like, it's okay, just take it where you feel it's gonna go.
Here's how I did it, and then if there's anything I was real strong, like mainly that song's got like this certain groove and phrasing.
Because I remember watching you a lot when we were just starting to kind of learn stuff, because I think I had been listening to it on my own, and then got in front of you, and I was like, am I doing this right?
Yeah.
To me, the past is shown. The more and more I live, seems like the less and less I know.
Our vision is still like to work with many and create the moments, that moment. Yeah, we're hungry for that. So today, we weren't sure what the festival was gonna be like, but
it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
You'll see.
They got like a little green room band section. Just super nice, super helpful. It's raining today, but actually, as you can see, it's like turning out to be beautiful. So
just excited to be able to play, you know, like and especially around other bands and just kind of meet new people. That's exciting. Seems like everyone's just gonna stop being this moment today and just like enjoy the music and the vibes.
All right, we'll take you on a tour around the camp later.
To my world in my very own constellation. Teenage battle with a baby inside, getting high on information. Promise on the phone, body.
What do you think about today? You gonna do some yawning?
Probably.
I was calling Sean out last night. This is Nick's dad. And I was messing with him. I was like yelling over the mic like, hey, stop yawning. And then I couldn't even see him. And then you were like, I actually was yawning for a second. All right, we're gonna go check out Logan Ross. Here we go. Sounds good.
Every time I kiss you, girl, it tastes like pork and beans. Girl, you know you're wearing those uptown high heels. I can tell from your giant stare you've been walking through cotton fields. Whoa, you're so down home. She goes away anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
Yo, what up? We're just getting done with Think Fest on the way home. We're sitting here kind of talking about, like, yo, should we let people know on our channel, the Chad and Jesse Start a Band thing, like, is it confusing that we're doing, like, we got our cover band, Sam Max, should we be more clear about it? Should we let people know, like, here's our plans of, like, how to start a band and how far we are with that, or should we keep some of it in secret? We're all about kind of manifesting, and the way we do that is just we talk pretty much every day about our dream and just like painting it, like, and painting it this way, then we paint it that way, then we're like, no, it's not that, it's like this, and
we're visualizing.
Yeah, I won't say we got clear, but we got clear enough to say, like, yo, do we want to say the same thing?
Right.
You know?
Just when you were talking about it, I like got this analogy in my head that I've heard before, like our music and like what we're doing, but it's kind of like when a basketball player goes up to the foul line and they bounce the ball, they check it, and then they visualize it going in the hoop, and then they shoot. Do they always make it? No. But how's that go? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Oh.
And we're like taking the shot.
Till we realize, you know, if we get all into like analyzing like how it's gonna work exactly, like there's just a fine balance of just like in playing music of like knowing what you're doing, knowing where you're at, and just tapping into that
your soul. I don't know.
Yeah, soul. The magic. We got a magic episode that has probably already happened at this point.
Or maybe it hasn't.
Yeah, right.
We just want to capture our conversations. I just think like the whole idea of this weekly vlog or whatever this is, the Chad and Jesse Start a Band, it's just, we're just pulling the curtain back enough for you guys to see what we're trying to do and our ups and downs, but I can already tell for me that things are working.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
Getting it to just start.
That's no lie. We spent a year.
It's been a year to get it in motion, and at this point, we're like, I keep saying, like, we've placed the first grain of sand down. But it's like,
that's
oh my gosh, we
big.
figured out what sand do we want to use.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just exciting, and for we're always like, oh, yo, should we do a vlog about this? Should it be like this? Oh, we don't want to come across that way. And it's just like, man, it never fails that we know what we love to watch and what we're interested in, and people we look up to and inspired by are people that are just like being themselves. And for us, we're just doing our best to be ourselves and go after it. There's something about worth, like giving, like saying, yes, I think you're worth it. You know, that's kind of like deep, but like to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'm worth it. I'm worth it to at least try. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Like, this is a conversation. We're talking to each other, but we're talking to you too. Mm-hmm. Do you have questions for us? Do you have suggestions? Can you know, I don't know. We're all ears to hear what other people want to.
Even if you're not a musician and you like to talk over people like I do.
So bad.
But even if
I think it's getting worse, bro.
Even if you're not a musician, like, what is it that you've been thinking about doing for so long, and you know you can do it, but you're just like, how in the world could I ever? I mean, I remember being 17 years old, and I was thinking, how did people get gigs? How do they ever play out live with other people? Like, and how could you possibly get paid a little bit for it? You know?
What's the etiquette of showing up and playing with people you've never played before? Like, where do I set my bass amp?
Yeah.
There's so many things that we've had
to check
learn.
a microphone.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
You know, how to plug in your guitar without freaking out. What happens when your guitar doesn't work?
Oh my God.
You know?
We have small victories every time we get together, and we're playing, and we have little defeats too. Yeah. That on the car ride home, now we're talking like, oh hey, like tonight, that little spot, like what were you trying to say? Because I feel like I wasn't understanding you, and there's this like this whatever, we're trying to search for this knowledge to get better. That's where our personalities click, is where when we're passionate about something, or you know, and we want to learn it and be proficient as all get out.
Really what it's about is like we want to create community in a way that like yo, help us help you, and vice versa, you know, like, because we know from each other, visualizing, we were just like, we're gonna do something together. Not sure what it is. There's you probably heard in the first episode, go back to there, where we talk about different projects we thought we were gonna do. And here's the thing, sorry, you just a rocking, but we're also accepting that even if this project doesn't work out, it's like, if this step doesn't work, then what does it do? It gives us information about what is the right step. So
we've been doing that for a year.
Yeah,
I mean, if this is just part of that thing we've done for 1 year of talking about it, and now we're just kind of like, you know, we're creating a little rough draft or whatever, a sample of what we're thinking we want to do.
We know that there's a place. It's more than starting a band. It's more than being cool and making music and people buying it and us making a living from it. It's way more than that. We know that we got something to say, and we're just figuring out how to say it. And we know that we have a place in the world.
We have one, and so that right there is like, that's enough for us to jump.